Well, hello everybody, it's Sharon here. How are you today? Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to comment the word replay during the replay of the Essential Stencil live. There will be some more prize winners chosen. So just going to find our live here right now on the page so I can follow along with your comments, guys. I'm so excited to be here. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to refresh and show up here on my laptop. But I can see some of your comments coming through. Hi, Renee is watching, and Elisa from Florida. I'm from sunny Queensland, down under in Australia. So I am so excited to be one of the ambassadors here for Essential Stencil. And we go live on their page every week. I'm just going to drop that down a little bit so you can see the project and not so much of my fan. So, hello everyone, let me know where you're watching from. Arkansas, great, Ohio, Jude, and Brenda's here watching. Just going to drop over here to see if I can see that. Here we go. You can see the comments coming now here a little bit more than what I can up there. North Carolina, hi Lisa, hi Joyce Ann. Joyce Ann's a regular here. If you're brand new to Essential Stencils and have never watched one of our lives before, let us know that in the comments too. And don't forget to stay tuned till the end because we do choose 3 lucky winners to receive Essential Stencil prizes. So, hi Lisa from Illinois and Tulsa. Fun fact, I used to live in Tulsa way back when we were first married, back in the 90s. Hi Brenda, hi Amanda. All right. I'm going to be doing a few different projects today. We're going to talk Valentine's Day, gift ideas, gift card ideas really. A couple of things you can do, ideas that you can do with our Stencil of the Month Club stencils, plus one of the spring bundle stencil sets with butterflies, the cute little butterfly set. So I'll be showing you those in a minute. Oops, wrong one. But for now, yes, can't wait to see what's in store. I know, it's a lot of fun. Every week we do lives here every weekday and give away prizes. So excited to be here with you all. Let me just have a look. Now, Amanda debuted our Stencil of the Month Club for February last week or this week. I can't even remember. But I'll just quickly run you through. Now, the Stencil of the Month Club, there's a reason that people are loving joining right now. It's because prices go up slightly on the 1st of February. So if you join the Stencil of the Month Club now before the prices go up, you will be locked in, grandfathered in. Those of you who are already in the Stencil of the Month Club will be locked in already at those current prices. So if you do want to join the club, do it before the February 1st price increase. Okay, so yes, Brenda got her Stencil of the Month Club stencils today. So here's one of the sets that are in them. Now you'll come every month, you get delivered 3 whole sets. Now these are all obviously Valentine's related. That's one of them. You'll get this one also. Lots of cute sayings on there. Lover's Lane, I like that, isn't that cute? And there's another set with more sayings on them. So I'll just show you those. Now those are the 3 that you will get for the February Stencil of the Month set. In addition to that, you can opt to get the add-on feature. Now the add-on usually fits in with the theme as well, but look how cute the add-on is. You don't want to miss out on that this month. Lots of ideas on the back there, and if you're in the Stencil of the Month Club already, you'll see some of those ideas being shown in the Facebook group that everyone is a part of. So some great ideas in there. So I did one of these yesterday, so we'll start with this. I did this idea and I thought I'd show you quickly again today because I think I will tweak it a little bit. I did show it on my Instagram page. So if you follow me, my business name is I Restore Stuff. And I showed on Instagram stories yesterday how I made this cute Valentine's card. Now look, see, it's a little pop-up card. I don't know if you can see that popping up the top there. Like that. And I used this stencil right here, the one on the Stencil of the Month Club set. So we'll do that one, but what I should have done, I folded the card before I cut the pop out, so it does have a crease across here. I don't know if you can see that right across the top there. So I'll show you how I did that so we can have a better idea of how to do it. I would stencil it first. So what we're going to do is stencil it first. And I'm just going to use acrylic red paint. This is a fusion mineral paint, but you can use any paint you like. You don't even have to use that colour. Now I do have to check, make sure I've got the right. I did it, so I lined it up. Let me see if I can move this down a little bit. I lined it up so that the edges were even all the way around. So if you look at my card here, I've lined up the stencil, so there's a fairly good space all the way around to centre the envelope. Okay, so there I am centering that, and you'll notice that the stencil is actually crooked on the stencil mat. So you just have to line it up straight. And it probably could help to just know where the centre of your card stock is going to be. So I'm just going to put a crease right there. But it doesn't matter too much as long as, you know, it's a little bit centered. I'm just going to see where that lies. There we go. So you could use a pencil to mark this out if you wanted to. I'm doing this on a piece of cardboard. I will just put a tiny piece of tape right here. Sonia, you saw this on Instagram. Great, I'm glad you follow me over there. So it's I Restore Stuff on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube. I've got lots of tutorials on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I will just use a small stencil brush right here, dipping it into the paint. Now I do have way too much on the paint, so I'm going to wipe a lot of that excess off on the side of the bottle. And all I do is I offload my brush onto my piece of cardboard right here. Thank you, Peggy, so much for sprinkling. Peggy's sharing our live here, so if you wanted to do the same, you are so welcome to do that. Oh, it looks like, oh, there we go. Our comments are, sometimes they stand still. All right, I'm going to go with the heart in the center there. And I'm just doing a swirling motion because I've offloaded most of the paint off onto the cardboard. There's not a lot of paint on the brush, and so that means that it's not going to travel underneath the stencil and bleed or cause fuzzy edges. We don't want fuzzy edges on our stenciling. So just doing cardstock like this is a great way. My phone just said it was trying to reconnect. Sorry about that. What was I going to say? I saw a comment. How do you join the Stencil of the Month Club? I've got the links right there for the Stencil of the Month Club in the description of the live. stencilofthemonthclub.com. Very important though, if you would like to get 50% off your first month, use my code IRestoreStuff. So don't forget to use my code IRestoreStuff and you'll get 50% off your first month in the Stencil of the Month Club. So it's a great deal, and especially get in before the 1st of February price increases. And this is different themed stencils every month, and they usually all coordinate in with each other. Now, if you're not in the Stencil of the Month Club, you can still order from the regular essentialstencil.com website using my code IRestoreStuff. You can order any of the new spring bundles there or whatever you like. You can even order these brushes, you know, that the stencil brushes are on the site as well. Use my code IRestoreStuff and get 10% off anything on the regular store. Okay, so now that I've done that, what I want to do is just pop that in a wet cloth so that it doesn't dry out in case I want to use that red again. I'm going to lift this off and we can see nice and crisp lines there on our cardstock. Thank you guys so much for sharing the love and sprinkling our live, letting your people know, letting your friends know that we're live today. Next thing I want to do, and that dries very quickly because I've used a really fast drying paint. Let's see what's going on with our, oops. Seemed like our internet was reconnecting again. Now I'm going to use a Stanley knife or any kind of cutter. I do have one of these Fisker, it's very old, a cutter, but I think to be a little bit more accurate I'm going to use this knife. Now you could get a ruler or something to just show you along here. I did a small fold where I know the center of the card is going to be. And that's where we want to start our cut marks. Actually, I should put this on the bottom. So this is going to be, it's completely dry. So this is going to be the bottom of the card right here. And we want to start our cutting. I'll have to lean over to do this. Pop that down. Let's see a little bit better. And I want it to try to, hopefully this is sharp enough so that it cuts around, because the one I used yesterday was really not very sharp. So you have to be the cutter. And maybe some of you have, you know, better cutting options than I do here, that I didn't have time to go out and look for any other things. So we just cut really carefully around here. Turn my paper a bit, cardboard. Let us know if you're new here for the very first time. Maybe you've ordered some Essential Stencils and you haven't got to use them yet. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, I'm going backwards this way now. And cutting down here. Hopefully it cuts well enough to pop right through. Almost. I can see on the back there. And so I'm just going to go over that slightly. On the back where I can actually see the lines. Oh, there it is. Doesn't take too much to just go over it when it's already mostly cut through. Whoops. Okay, so that's popping through right now. Just one more little part where it's not. There we go. So now we have a cute pop-up card, and I can now turn it and use the fold lines, or make the fold lines and creases right there on there. And then we have a cute little pop-up card. So how awesome is that? So there you go. And you could probably do that with maybe a couple of the other designs that are there on the Stencil of the Month Club set. Let's have a look. Put away your sharp knife. Let's have a look at some of the other things. So we've got that cute pop-up card idea. Where are they? Oh. We've got these fun little potion things. Another idea for a card, we could pop this on here. Now, the jars, well, they're not jars, they're bottles, aren't they? Cute little bottles. Oh, there we go. Essential Stencil has popped the link up there for the Stencil of the Month Club membership. 5 days left to lock in that low membership card fee, membership discount. Lock it in. All right, so this one I'm going to use white on the black, and again we're just going to use a ordinary white furniture paint which I stock here in Australia. So I'm just dipping it in again and offloading my brush as much as I can. And it also works it into the bristles. Welcome to those newbies. Yes, thank you, Tina, for welcoming our new people here. Linda says, finally made it to a live. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here, Linda. Have you not watched a live before? Okay, so this has got a huge, nice white space right here that we can colour in also. So, whoop, it looks like my brush didn't have enough paint on it. It's always better to have less though. You can always add more later. I'm going to add that to the centre first because Now see, that's what happens when we haven't got it taped down. I'm going to try that again. So I've got my little bit of tape here and I can see a piece of the cardboard card sticking up there, so I'll just tape that right there. And this is just black cardstock, okay? You can pounce or you can swirl. Practice your method of stenciling on a piece of cardboard or cardstock first. It's a great way to do it. And this stencil set is Valentine's set from our Stencil of the Month Club. And we are reminding everyone that if you'd love to join the Stencil of the Month Club, now is the best time. So 5 days' time, prices go up, but if you want to lock in the prices for our Stencil of the Month Club, it's a good opportunity to join right now. You get delivered 3 stencils, huge, it's a whole set, a set of 3 stencils every month in different themes. Okay, so this is kind of like that chalky, splotchy look. I love it. There we go. Can you see that chalkiness? Beautiful. So we've got that. Now we can do a lid. We've got different shaped lids up the top of the stencil set here. So we could choose a heart, we could choose one of these diamond ones. This one fits on top too. Oh, there's a cork as well. So there you go. Oh, this one's nice. I like the shape of this one. It's kind of a round, a little bit of a diamond shape. Now I'll take this piece of tape and I'm just going to tape especially that one right next to it because I don't want that to accidentally be brushing on. It's very close. When there's other stencil designs that are close, just tape them off. Okay, there we go. We've got the lid on the top. And now another fun idea, because that's pretty much dry down here now, is, oh, there's a cute tag on here too. I like the tag. Let's have a go of adding that. Probably I need a little bit extra room out the side to do that. So what I can do is shrink my tag a little bit and bring it in. Let's see if I can do that. Maybe it won't let me. The other thing you could do is try the other side. A little bit, I needed a bit more room for that tag, but that is a great idea as well. Can you see that tag down here? That would look cute on the side of a bottle, but mine comes out to the side of the card a little bit too far. I saw this cute heart. Here it is. And I'll leave that tape on there. So right down here on the bottle itself, I'll go back to using my red, paint. Yes, I love the top too. Thank you guys. I'm just catching some of the... Yeah, Tina says painter's tape is our friend. Absolutely. Okay, offloading the red paint here. I'm going to put a little red heart right here on top of that white bottle. There we go. Cute. Gorgeous. Now we've got a cute Valentine's card, and we could put one of our sayings right there in the middle of that. Back to our white. My white is turning slightly pink because I have some old painted cardboard here that's got red on it and it's changing it to pink, but that's okay. Okay, here's our sayings, some of them. So then you could see what ones might fit within the card and do that there. You are my favourite. And there's also, what else have we got? We've got kisses and hugs. These would be great on the front of cards as well. You make my heart happy. So let's just do one of those for the inside of our card. Offloading our white. Making sure I'm off the edge there. I'm pretty centered. And there we've got ourselves two Valentine's cards in one. Now, in a minute, I'm going to do something from our spring bundle collection using a upcycled canvas that I found at an op shop. That's what we call our thrift stores over here in Australia. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget we've got prizes to give away at the end of our live here, so make sure you join in the conversation here. And another reminder too, if you're wanting to join the Stencil of the Month Club, use my code IRestoreStuff and get 50% off your first month in the club. So there we go, we've got the inside of our card. You are my favourite. Isn't that cute? And then here's the one, if you missed the beginning of the live, you'll have to go back and see how we did this little pop-up card right there. Let me see. All right, let me just see if I can see some comments going on. Love the bottles. Yes, the bottles are so cute, aren't they? And I do love, now here's another one, another thing that I found at a thrift store, op shop, so I'll pop those aside to be cleaned in a moment when I finish my live here. Remember, this is the add-on that you can get from the Stencil of the Month Club, and these are optional. You'll be able to see that at the link right there in the description or pinned post, the stencilofthemonthclub.com. Use my code IRestoreStuff to get 50% off your first month. And then this is the optional add-on this month. Very, very cute. Keys, wallet, phone, kiss. Isn't that sweet? Now, here's what I found at a thrift store last week. Now, this was just plain black. Well, it wasn't plain. On one side, they just, store-bought sign. And this was the little rope that came. So I took the rope off and I just sanded back the sign, so that sometimes, the sign might show through if you just painted straight on top of it. But I sand it back until it's smooth, and then I painted over completely black. And now I've got my own extra little tag that I found at a thrift store that I can repurpose and create into a sign. So I thought this would be fun to do something with our Stencil of the Month Club set right here. I like the love lives here because I like the way that it could just hang off a door, like a front door or something like that. Hi, Susan. Oh, that's amazing. She said she loves every stencil she's bought from Essential Stencil. Very durable, absolutely cute, and been extremely happy with all of them. Thank you so much for saying so. That is so true. I know so many people who are loving the stencils. Okay, so I've got Love Lives here. I also thought I love the idea of this little door, so I'm going to put the door down the bottom of this whole piece here. We may even find room for a window, so let's have a look at that. And our white. So remember, we were using white earlier. Let's see if I can just offload that a bit off the brush. And I'm just painting straight onto a matte black finish, being careful not to, I just feel like I've got a little bit too much on my brush, just splotching it a little bit. Going along those fine lines, and that's pretty easy to do. And a special little heart doorknob, isn't that cute? Lifting that straight up. Yeah, maybe I had a little bit too much on the brush. You'll get fuzzy edges if you have a little bit too much on your brush. So making sure you're offloading it here as much as you can first. And there's a little bit there. Let me see if I can just wipe that. Oh, maybe not. I might have to sand that off. I think a window up here would be cute also. And let's see if we can fit our words in. Maybe I'll fit the words first. If I take this out, the background is black as well as my thing, so then I can't see. There we go. Now I can see it's centered. So I want my words to be centered. Love lives here. And then I hopefully have room for the window up there. Okay, see if I've got enough on my brush, which I do because I did have a little bit too much on there earlier. So going over this again. Where's my white? Offloading my paintbrush. Patty says she got fuzzy edges on one she did the other day. Sanded it off and did it again. Oh no, and you still goofed. Yeah, I would just keep practicing on a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper or just a scrap piece of wood until you're really happy with your technique as far as the amount of paint that you have on the brush. So if you think that you've offloaded enough, offload some more. That's generally the rule. And then when you swirl, you can hardly, you can see that it does fill out the words. So there we go. So see how nice and crisp that is. Love lives here. I'm going to add my window to the top. See if I can. Oh, there should be enough left on the brush. I'm being very careful not to get it on this door. I could take that off if I wanted to. Oh, looks like we need a little bit more paint. Okay. And how cute is that? Love lives here. We've got a little window. And then I just have to add that, so this is recycled, a recycled project. So remember I said this came with a sign already on it, and I'll have to put this rope on later. It's not going to fit through that hole as well as I'd like it to. Oh, maybe we've got it. Just trying to catch your comments. Cute. It is cute, isn't it? So the things that you can do from just things that you find at a thrift store is quite fun. Okay, so this was tied. Let's see, hopefully that won't. This was tied, so the knot at the end is a little bit frayed where it was already knotted. I'll just do that up again. And then we go. Let's see if we can pull that through. There we go. A nice, cute door hanger again for Valentine's Day. Now, my last project that I wanted to show you today was from our spring collection. So again, we just wipe those off as quick as you can, unless you're like me and you're on a live and you don't have the time, then you're able to do that. Now, if you've ever been to the thrift store and seen canvases, just like this, only with pictures on them, so you just regular canvases. So I found this one with a picture on it, and I took the picture off. So I took the canvas off and I'm left with a wood frame. So that's all I've done to create this. And I've done a number of projects like this. So you'll be able to find those on our lives in the Essential Stencil video section here on their page, or the YouTube channel, or my YouTube channel. So I've painted the side black and I waxed the front with a black wax. So we've got a bit slightly wood look, and then we've got a fun black border around the outside. Then I just got some MDF and cut it to size, painted the front white. So now we've got a cute farmhouse frame to sit, to create something on. So much fun for all your stenciling projects, okay? These make great gift ideas, make great signs for sign making for those of you who sell signs, as a business or as a side hobby. This is the butterfly silhouettes. Now it says 3-pack on there, but there's a bonus, okay? And we're going to use that bonus in a fun way today for this project. So there's the butterfly silhouettes 3-pack, and I'll just show you the butterflies. So we've got this one here. Now some of you who know your butterflies probably know that they've got different names, and I don't know my butterflies, so I have no idea what these are called. and what the different ones are, and no idea what colours they would be. So these are the main 3 butterflies, aren't they gorgeous? And then the bonus one are a whole bunch of butterflies just flying around. So we're going to do something fun with the bonus one, but for right now, let's choose one of our butterflies that we can place on here. Let's go with this big one here. I'm going to do some beautiful colours today. So I want to try and centre that on my board. So I've cut it to size, centering that on the board. Now it's a bit tricky to see it just yet, but if I haven't done anything in black yet on my stencil brushes, so let me just grab that black colour, just using any of your acrylic paints. Oop, put the white lid on. Okay. And adding black to my brush, and then I'm going to offload this on my cardboard. I'm going to just do black in the little stem in between, but I'm not going to worry about, you know what, I could do that with the cardstock. Okay, so what I'm going to do, instead of taping it off, which I will do that also, I did have, where's my painter's tape gone? Painter's tape is our friend, as someone said that before. So I'm going to tape the butterfly to the bottom and the top. Yes, MDF is medium density fiberboard. Thanks, Elisa, that's so true. It's just a really cheap sort of wood alternative. And I've offloaded my black on here. Then I'm going to use my cardstock, and I'm just doing the center part of the butterfly, but I'm not going to be stressing too much if I get it. I do need another one. Here's the other one. Don't want to stress too much if I get some of it on, but there we go. Okay, so, oop. Now, that's, seems like there's still a bit too much on the brush, so we need to just offload that a bit more. I'm not too worried if I get some on the wings, because we're going to be blending it all. Let's see if we can blend our colours a bit. Getting the little antenna. Okay, so there we've got that centre part done. We can use our cardstock for that to help us out. Let's see, so some colours, let's have a look. Got this gorgeous French eggshell colour. And Essential Stencil has popped the butterfly link right there. So let's see, I just need another little brush here. Running out of my Essential Stencil brushes. Okay, dipping the paint, offloading it. If you've missed the live earlier, we've been doing some Valentine's cards. Now we're up to butterflies. We love the spring collection. Now there's only 4 days left to order the spring bundle. You can buy any of the stencil sets separately forever, but in the next 4 days, Essential Stencil has bundled the spring stencils up in one big bundle with great value. And you can add on an extra, well, take off another 10% using my code, I restore stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of colour here. Hang on, let's see. Whoops, no, we're not using. Yeah, use my code, I restore stuff for 10% off the whole bundle. So there's 4 days left to be able to order that bundle. And what I'm doing is just going on the edges of the butterfly, and I'm not going to be too concerned if I cross over any of the other areas. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of different colours. I do not want to get it on the edge though. So the colour, the eggshell colour I'm using is a Fusion Mineral Paint French Eggshell is what it's called. Okay, so that's a French eggshell colour. Now I'm going to add something bright to that. Let's have a look. And I'm going to use my other Essential Stencil brush that I previously had white on. I want to add sort of a bright blue to this. Oops, just put my hand in it. Put my hand in the paint. This is another colour. It's called Byron, but this one you won't be able to get in the USA. This is an Australian mineral paint called Artisan that I stock here. And so, but you can choose any colours you like, guys. It doesn't have to be the same as what I'm using here today. Okay, offloading that a bit. I'm running out of spaces to offload my brush. And this is a different colour blue, but it's a brighter blue. And then we're going to do something fun with the frame. So this colour will be blending in with the outside edges that I've just painted previously. Arlene says you're expecting snow there. Oh, snow sounds really nice than the heat that we're having here in Australia, in Queensland right now. Okay. Now I've got some of that spattered on the black in the center there, but I'm not worried. I just felt like it could be nice to have it all sort of blending in together. So we'll see how that turned out. Who knows until we reveal it sometimes as to how that actually turns out. But yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I think that little black in the center, we could go over that if we wanted to. Now I did get a little mark right here on the edge. I can just sand that off when it dries and make it all nice again. But see how those colors sort of blended together? It doesn't show as well on the video, but that eggshell is more of a French eggshell blue eggshell kind of a color. So that's for the background. And now for what I want to try with the frame, I will show you. So remember that I picked this up at a thrift store and I removed the canvas from around it, so it already has its hook on the back and everything. And so then I painted the sides black, so that will kind of tone in nicely with the black in the center here. And I've waxed with a black wax, and I should have probably thought about the wax before, because what I want to do now is try and stencil over the frame. So normally I would do this on raw wood, okay? So don't do as I say, do as I say, not as I do. So I have waxed this so it may not stick to the side of the frame. But what I want to do is add some butterflies onto the frame. So I'll just move this out of the way to dry off a bit more. Remembering where the top of the frame is. And I feel like I want to do something fun like this. Have some butterflies coming up the sides of the frames. And I don't mind if the butterflies are coming on, off, or just going all up the sides. So there we go. What about that? Right up the top here. So I'm going to use that same blue, and I feel like I've got enough paint on that brush to just give this a go. We're just going to go wing it, but I might add a bit of tape to make sure I don't get too much movement. If the wax had been dry for a number of days, it might work a bit better, so I'll just have to work with it. Maybe it'll dry nicely on top. You could do it blue, you could do this part white, you could do it whatever colour you like. So we've just got butterflies crawling off the edge of the frame. So see that there? We've got butterflies coming around the edge of the frame. Might just take some of those down here. Make them come up that side here a bit. See if I can fit some more whole butterflies down there. There we go. And I still haven't loaded this brush up with more paint. It just seems to be never ending. We've got lots of paint on there. There we go. So there, I've got butterflies coming up around here and down here. So you can kind of pop a little bit, a bit more, one or two here and there. Maybe I might add a couple more down there at the bottom. To make it go around the corner a bit more. So there we go. That's fairly easy. Once you if you've got a thrift store canvas, take the canvas off, cut out a little MDF panel that you can add to your frame. I'm going to turn that over now because hopefully that will it dries very fast, but if not, it will. Then we have to make sure that we've got this in the right place then, and obviously I can see that I've got to add a bit, that hook there is covered up. So I'm going to have to remove this hook in here. See the hook there? That's covered up by my board here. So I'm going to have to remove that and place it on the top of the frame for it to be hung. So I didn't think about that when I did this, but look, there we go. There's our butterfly frame. That's from the spring collection. Now don't forget guys, there's 4 days left for the spring collection, and the other thing is that if you want to join the Stencil of the Month Club, you've got a few more days before the price will go up. So use my code in either situation, I Restore Stuff, so that will get you 50% off your first month in the Stencil of the Month Club. That's where you'll find all our Valentine set this month. March will be a completely different set. Different set comes to you every month, and it's really great value. So that's the Stencil of the Month Club. Then you will find this whole spring bundle is still there for another 4 days as a bundle. So grab that while you can. Using my code I Restore Stuff will get you an extra 10% off that bundle price as well. So there's that awesomeness. And we are about ready to pick prize winners for our live today. So don't go anywhere. Thanks, Arlene. Thank you, Mary Jo. That's amazing. You are so welcome. Brenda, thank you so much for saying so. Jean, thank you. So guys, when you see the winners, all say congratulations to them. Here are our winners for today, and let me just see if I can see them. We've got Christy, Diane, and Nancy. So congratulations to our 3 winners. There's instructions right there. You've been tagged on how to claim your prizes. And I hope to see you next week on an Essential Stencil Live. Otherwise, follow me at I Restore Stuff on Instagram or Facebook here, or on my blog, irestorestuff.com. And those are our fun projects that we've worked on today using all of these fun different stencil ideas. So I hope you learned something today. If you did, I would love you to come over and join me at I Restore Stuff on my page, and let me know over there that you've tried some of these projects that we're working on. I'll be posting photos of what I did today over there as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.